Good evening, my viewer. I welcome you to another episode of our regular program, Youth Rendezvous. I am Choice David. Today we're going to be taking the second phase of our previous topic, youth participation in politics. Today we are going to be doing it raw in a practical way. I'm not going to be doing the talking alone. As you can see, I have no guest in the studio. So the audience out there are going to be doing the talking and you will listen. If I may say, politics is a game of interest that involves power. And according to Harold Laswell, he said that politics is a game that involves interest. Now, what brings out the interest? What brings out the interest is the power tussle between two persons, two organizations, two countries, and that is what makes it politics. That is my whole view of it. Now let us go to the audience out there. Let us hear from them and see what they have to say. Please don't go away. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Politics has to do with a democratic form of leadership where people freely choose who to govern them based on capacity, based on certain things that the individuals feel are present in this particular in a person to be able to drive their needs and look after their welfare. And so politics is a form of leadership where people can freely express their interest, their intention to come into leadership position with the aim of touching lives, as it were. I don't know if it is still what it is today. So for me, that's politics.
I think involvement of youth also is very important in our society or in Africa in general, because of if you look at the achievements, most achievements in Nigeria, right from independence or before independence till date, you discover the achievements we have recorded. Most of those achievements were done under the youthful age of our our nationalists, people like Tafawa Balewa, then Awolowo, Samobara, and the host of others. If you look at the achievements today compared to what we have achieved in recent time from 1999 to date, you discover that then we were practicing parliamentary system of government, or you can call it cabinet system of government, that we have the useful people involved in politics. The Awolowo has used, then you discover the achievement they had is unmatchable by the present old politician. I'm sorry to use the word old politician we have today, who have refused to allow the youth presently at least to take active participation in our today's politics.
Well, I don't really believe that the youth participate in politics. Well, the kind of participation they need or they are doing is for them to quickly acquire wealth immediately, no time to be wasted, because we have what is called quick rich syndrome. Every youth from the ages of 18 to there about 45 want to get rich on time. They want to do what an old man who has been up to 50 above has done. They want to do so. Resulting from that singular fact, they want to revolve collecting money. Then even in the center of where the action is going on, or where they are casting ballots, they collect money. They will not even respond to whom they collected money from.
All right, I welcome you from that very, very, very interesting part of this program, and I guess you enjoyed it. You've heard what the audience have to say. But before I continue with you, let us go for a quick musical break. Just stay Don't go away.
If you can use the broken, then Lord, my heart is open. If you can use the messed up, then I'm the mess you need. If you can use a failure, I failed so many times and made so many mistakes, yeah. I wanna get it right now. And now my focus is your purpose, laying my life at your feet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take every part of me, take all I'll ever be. I surrender totally. Lord, you are my destiny. Take control of my life, my hopes, my goals, my dreams. I surrender totally. Lord, you are my destiny. Yeah, yeah. You are my destiny. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know that I'm not worthy. Sometimes I lose my way. Still you show me mercy, yeah. I'm blinded by your grace. Your love is so amazing. From all my sin and shame, you saved me. A new life you gave me, Father, and now my focus, I'm laying my life at your feet, Jesus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take every part, take every part, take all I'll have, take all I surrender totally. 'Cause you are, Lord, you are my destiny. Take control of my life, my whole life, my hopes, my goals, my hopes and dreams. I surrender totally. I surrender. Lord, you are my destiny.
Alright, welcome back from that short musical break, and I hope you enjoyed the music. As for me, I did. Now we're going to look at the negative aspects of youth involvement in politics, meaning what usually happens, the negative things that usually happen when the youth involve themselves in politics, especially during campaigns. Please let us hear from our audience out there.
Youths have always been at the center of our politics. Only that the cabals, our parents, have always used us, for the negative reasons. They use us to, to achieve their goals. They know what we want, and that is why today part of what the old cargoes have used to keep us where we are is unemployment. A youth that is hungry, there are many youths that have never seen an alert of 100,000 to their account. I'm not joking. If you dispute this, I want you to come forward. There are a lot of youths that have not seen a 100,000 naira credit ever since they were born. And so if in an electionary period you see one elderly person who is coming to credit you 200,000 that you have never seen in your life, it will affect your mentality. Then if they give you a gun to shoot, you shoot without thinking. And so this has been what will be used for over the years. But that trend is changing, and I'm happy that the consciousness for why we should get involved in politics is becoming very established, and I think it is a way to go. If we must change the direction of leadership, if we must bring in good ideas, if we must plan very well and adequately for tomorrow, youths must get involved in politics, because it is taking our destiny in our hands. If we continue to take the back bench, we'll continue to complain, and we'll just remain where we are.
Not that the youth will actually do all these things that we say they are doing to this politics. I think that they have been negatively influenced to do that by the old orders, or I want to call them old orders, the old politicians. Because the society is it's not too fair to the youth, or if at all it's fair, it's not too fair to the youth, at least to take active participation. It is the way the society are, because they said you cannot just question the product that the container has be bad, or why is it bad? Rather, let me use the word, why is the product so bad? It is because of the container is rotting, and the rottenness of the container affected the product the container had. I think the youth have been negatively flexed by the old politician. Know that they are doing what they may often not have done if they have their way to be engaged in politics voluntarily. They are being flexed, and the politician doesn't want the youth to be involved because they are so much energetic. They can do better than the old politician you have today. To me, I always suggest this whenever I go for a conference like this, that there is needs to amend the constitution to actually give what do I call it? To actually give a number of age or particular age one can get to, that if we ask not to be actively, or if we ask not to be contesting elective position, but because we can't deny somebody not to be actively engaged in politics, fine, it is their rights under the civil rights. But I think there is a certain age that the constitution should ban not to be vie for the elective position, and allow the youth to have these opportunities to vie for elective position. The reason being that the old politician sees every opportunity to the excess, and by so doing, they engage the youth in this kind of political engagement, like snatching of the ballot paper, money inducement, and they made them understand that there's nothing good that can come out of there on their own, and there must be somebody in life that they need to behave in a certain way, and they may wish them to behave before they can become anything in life. And the youth, their whole aspect of, their whole this in the area, I think they should be organizing workshop or seminars to also make themselves realize or know that, of course, the useful exuberance they are negatively using should be positively be channeled for a better society. How do they do that? Organize a common conference, say to yourself that if those people can do this, then after independence they achieve so much, like the Mawolowo were just early 20, or some of them just late 20, early 20 can achieve this so much that today they are described as nationalists. And we not think it's our time too that we send the hard pace for ourselves to also get to this level of history where our next generation or coming generation will be referred to us as people who have saved the society for this kind of activities. I think the youth should do that as well, and the youth also should know that this old politician who use that to snatch ballot paper only have just limited time actively in politics, and of course the society they are building today, the way they are building society today will determine how their life and what their well-being will be in the nearest future, and they should therefore build a society that the next generation will be proud of. Because
we want to involve collecting money, then even in the center of where the action is going on, or where they are casting ballots, they collect money, they will not even respond to whom they collected money from. It's as a result that they want to really make money from it. But I was expecting that the youth would have been thinking of how to be involved in politics in full, because These are our bigger brothers. Our leaders are already aging. They need the young ones to be fully participating in politics.
Alright, you have heard it all from the audience out there. Now, we need solutions to all those problems, all those ravages that do happen during campaigns, during elections. Please stay tuned as we hear from our audience.
Alright, why should youths engage or involve in politics? Youth should engage or get involved in politics because life is a passage. Nobody lives forever. Life, the way God structures life, is that you have little babies, you have youths, and then you have the elderly ones. We all come at different times and will go at different times. And so if you ask me, youths are the future of tomorrow. The youths are the driving force of every society. Show me a society where you don't have youths and you see a very dormant society. And so if you ask me what makes the world tick today, are the youths. Innovations, creativity. Today the world is being driven by youth ideologies. And so youths should be the center of leadership. You should get involved in leadership so that there will be positive continuity. You know, we have we have so much to contribute to human development. We have a lot to contribute to human expansion. And so we should get involved in positions of leadership or in politics so that we can represent youth's interests. We cannot drive today's society with the ideologies of the old. If we take Nigeria, for instance, we are where we are today because we are still being driven. The bus, let me look at Nigeria as a vehicle. The vehicle of this country is still being driven by the old cargoes. I know people might query the word old cargo. It is not to bring down anybody or to demean anybody. But the fact is that we must face the reality. We have people, our fathers and grandfathers, who have driven us on this journey for many years, yet they don't want to bequeath this to the youth. But I'm happy that the consciousness of leadership has come upon us. The question, if we use the Nigerian situation right now as a yardstick, it is very clear that suddenly youths have woken up. We are now very conscious. We are convinced that it is time for us to take our destiny in our hands, irrespective of political divides. I get pissed off when I see people attributing youth involvement to politics and likening it to one political party and other. Even over the years, what has happened? Youths have always been at the center of our politics.
It will be society that will suit us and the society that will suit our upcoming generation. I think the youth involvement is very necessary, but it is left for the youth to themselves to know that their involvement is not by accident. It is ceased to be a cause to duty to better the society, and they had the energy at it to do this. They should not negatively channel the energy of this area of election, ishment, manipulation, maybe as a result of poverty, as a result of not having access to the patrimony of the society or the economic well-being of the society, that you think there should be shorter way, at least to destroy the society to achieve your goal. It's not done like that. It's still have effects of you. I remember one adage from, I cannot really remember this, I'm sorry, but I think there is this adage from later World War who says that where the rich are trying to educate their own children at the detriment of the poor children, they should remember that the society will not be safe for their children. Therefore, you must also look after the masses and the poor so that the society will be safe for your own children as well. What this literally means is that the armed robbers you are seeing, the terrorists you are seeing, the kidnappers you are seeing, it is the product of the society. It is what the society has taught them to that we assist today. That is the reflection you are seeing this youth today. Because the society prepared them to be what they are today. Not that they actually wanted to be what they are today, and they are not proud of what they are today. So the youth should knows that they have this energy, at least they can talk this round, and they should bend themselves with that sense of patriotism and still have that hope that, of course, they have a cause to answer. And what is this cause to answer? Is to better the society for the interest of all.
The youth will have been thinking of how to be involved in politics in full, because these are our bigger brothers. Our leaders are already aging. They need the young ones to be fully participating in politics. But they don't see it that way. They want to look for what to quickly deal with. They want to believe that this is what we need now. We want to have it now. We don't need tomorrow, we need today. So that is one of the major factor, or rather, it is one of the criteria why they involve in politics. But remember, these are our leaders now, who are aging, all involved in politics at a younger age. Some of them were 20-something, some were 30-something. Some of them had done one or two things before they even returned to politics. Some of them were military men. Some of them were what? They had been head of state at one time or the other. And this particular point in time, in the era of our nascent politics, some of them are becoming the presidents. We had two military head of states who were equally head of president of Nigeria. If we talk in terms of Olusegun Obasanjo, he was one time a president of this country, no, an head of state of this country in 1976 to 1979. And in 1999 to 2007, he became a civilian president. He was a youth, but gradually he grew into maturity. Those are the reasons, or what could have been the notion or notions of the youth of today, thinking of how the matter of power will be added to them, not to believe that what we're going to get now, let's get it. They don't want to learn. They just feel, let us get it and forget it. No, that is not a good one. All we need is, who are we going to hand over to? How prepared are they? What are those forces have they put on ground that will enable us to hand over to them? They don't consider all those things. If they do not consider, then how would you want the old men to go and relax, hoping that the young ones will come? It's not possible. But everyone you have seen today, I want to make money, my friend is riding a Jeep, SUV, I want to ride this brand of car, I want to have a house like this, I want to marry a good wife like this, I want to dress very well. Those are things that is in their minds. If that is uppermost in their minds, if that is one of the objectives or the objectives, there is not going to be a situation ever where the youth will participate. But to me, it is necessary for now the youth to be learning this politics. Youth should involve. But thank God that the current political dispensation, the state governors, the president of Nigeria, that is President Ahmad Bola Tinubu, all of them are bringing youth into politics. They want to educate them. They want to teach them that they don't believe that politics is not about to acquire wealth. Politics is about to serve your people, because politics is for people. So think of how to serve your people, and they should think of how to make the national cake, not how to loot the national cake. That is why the first slogan in America is think of what you are going to do for America, not what America is going to do for you. and that has overturned in Nigeria as well. Think of what you are going to do for Nigeria. Do not think of what Nigeria is going to do for you. The youth should be oriented. They should be educated. They should be trained. They should be politically trained. Forgetting about, rioting, disturbance, showing what social vices. They should go for what is called attitudinal changes. They should change their attitude. Changing their attitude will be better towards political party. If they do not change their attitude, there is no way that even all those are old men. Nobody knows. Some of them are retiring, either by what? Death. Not only by that, some are out there by sickness. They are already retired. If they had all gone, no youth to replace them, that means Nigeria as a country is going to find itself in a total mess. In order for us not to find ourselves in a total mess, we need to stand up and do the work. We need to stand up to serve our people. We need to stand up to galvanize, to canvass for the people of Nigeria. People come in, every day people are dying. Every day new people are being brought into the system. If you were a youth today, tomorrow you will be aged. Another set of people will come and say what? Youth. Therefore, it is a continuing process that people go. Today, people who are 40 will be 50. Those who are 50 will be 60, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So, they are already gradually fading out. Our youth are needed. This is where now we have to change their orientation. They should forget about quick rich syndrome. Everyone wants to make money. No. Think of personality. Think of integrity. That your name has to be mentioned in a good way in everywhere you have got into. Is one of it. Is the reason why you have to involve. And you have to show all maladministration, all malpractices. You have to show them. When you show them, you have a very good integrity. Your personality is adequately recognized. I believe that the youth, which is going to be an adult, which is going to be an old man tomorrow, will backslide. They will take another different route in order to ensure that Nigeria as a country is gyring towards development. We must start from growth. You move from growth to development. After you have grown, before you talk about development. But youths are needed to help the political terrain in Nigeria to grow. It must grow. The youths, for my own last recommendation, is that their orientation should be changed. They should be educated. There should be attitudinal changes. That is what we need. Because today, no matter where you have gotten your wealth from, nobody is interested. Because the social values have been soared. Nobody respects the system, no norms, no social values, no social norms. There is no style, no custom, no tradition. Everything, everybody believes, I want to make money, I want to make money. Money is all and all. No, money is not all and all. Integrity is the most important to be reckoned with.
You have heard it all from the audience on the solutions to all those ravages that do what happened during our campaigns and election. Now, the thing is, do not kill yourself over politics, because afterwards, those who you are trying to fight for will live their life to the fullest and enjoy it. Now, your priority in involving yourself into politics should be to get good loans from the government. employment, and what? Empowerment. These should be the three major reasons you are what? Get yourself into politics. And if at all you can what? Also do that because you want to also be what? A top political personnel. Do not kill yourself over politics. Please play safe, especially now that we have an election that is forthcoming. This is how we have for you today on today's episode. Till I come your way, same time, same station. I am Choice David. Bye.